It's all right, R2. Get back to camp. You are Ahsoka Tano?
And you must be Luke Skywalker, Anakin's son.
You knew my father.
I knew Anakin before he became Vader. He was my master and my friend.
I know what happened to him, but I also know that he came back at the last moment.
That sounds like him. Even when all seemed lost, he could still surprise you.
I always felt there was good in him, even when no one else believed it.
So did I. But I didn't have the courage to go after him when I still had a chance. That's something I carry.
You couldn't have saved him. He had to choose for himself.
Then tell me, how did it happen? What made him turn back?
It wasn't one moment. I fought him, but I didn't want to kill him. I wanted him to see that someone still believed in him, that his son didn't hate him.
And that was enough?
No. He still pushed me away, still said he was only Vader. But when Palpatine tried to kill me, he chose me.
Anakin always had a gift for sudden, bold choices. Sometimes reckless, sometimes life-saving. Sounds like this last one was all he had left to give you.
In that moment, he was my father, not Vader.
It's good to hear that, because the last time I saw him, he looked at me with Vader's eyes.
I saw Anakin's eyes in his final moments.
Then you're the one who truly brought him back to that name.
What was my father like before he became Vader?
He was a storm and the sun, all at once, impatient, impulsive, but he could inspire people like no one else. In battle, unstoppable. Among friends, loyal to the end.
That's not how most people described him to me.
Most only knew General Skywalker, Republic hero. I knew Anakin.
Were you close?
He was my master, but he treated me like an equal. He trusted me in ways other Jedi wouldn't trust their Padawans. We fought side by side in the Clone Wars, on Christophsis, Ryloth, Umbara.
Sounds like he always wanted to be right in the thick of things.
Always, even if it meant charging into a battlefield with a handful of troopers against hundreds of droids. And strangely enough, he usually won.
It's hard to reconcile that with what he became.
Back then, I didn't realize the same courage that made him a hero could also become his downfall. He hated to lose. He couldn't bear losing the people he loved.
He feared loss. I felt it in him, like every moment was one step closer to something being taken away.
That fear was always there, buried deep. The Jedi taught us to let go of fear, but Anakin, he just buried it. And buried fear becomes anger.
And Palpatine used that.
Yes, he fed that fear, made Anakin believe he had the right to protect what he loved, at any cost. And he made him feel alone.
When you feel alone, it's easier to trust someone who says he understands your pain.
Exactly. Anakin thought turning to the dark side would give him the strength to save those he loved. But the dark side only gives strength to take it away again, in the worst possible way.
So it was fear of loss that destroyed him.
Yes, and the certainty that he alone knew the right path. Sometimes that belief is more dangerous than anger.
Maybe that's why I had to see it all, to understand where fear and pride can lead. If I'm going to rebuild the Order, I need to learn from his story.
That's wise, but remember, a lesson only matters if you keep repeating it. The dark side tempts even when you think you understand it.
I know. I saw it in him, and I saw it in myself.
You have part of Anakin in you. That courage, that instinct to act when others hesitate. But the difference is, you know when to stop.
Maybe because I know what's at stake.
The dark side doesn't always come with anger. Sometimes it comes with hope. The hope that you can fix everything in one move. And that's when you do something you can't undo. The Jedi Order I knew was blind to that nuance.
I want to rebuild it differently. To teach without fear, without rules that cut people off from what makes them human.
A noble vision. But remember, rules can protect. Sometimes they save lives, even when they feel cruel.
And yet, you left the Order.
I did, because I stopped trusting the path they followed. But I never stopped fighting for what was right. You don't have to be a Jedi to serve the light.
Maybe not, But the Order was a symbol. People still believe in Jedi, even after the fall. If I'm gonna restore that legend, it has to be something better than what came before.
What does better mean to you?
I want Jedi to be guides, not judges. To listen before they pass judgment. To let students feel their emotions, but not be ruled by them.
That's difficult. Emotions give us strength, but can also destroy us. The Order I knew cut them off completely, and that blinded us. But too much freedom can end like Anakin's story.
That's why I need balance. I won't repeat the Council's mistakes, but I won't let my students fall to every impulse either.
Balance, that word again. Your father used it often, but he had his own definition for it. I hope you find the true one.
Maybe you'll help me find it.
I can warn you about the paths that lead nowhere, but the road itself is yours to walk.
This is where it begins. A new temple, a new order. Ossus is far from the chaos of the galaxy, but life still echoes here. The Force is strong in this place.
The ancient Jedi saw Ossus as the heart of knowledge. Not just lightsaber training, but learning, debate, philosophy.
That's what I want. A place of study, not a fortress, not a throne.
So you're not cutting yourself off from the old order completely.
Ossus is a bridge. I want to reclaim what was good, the old holocrons, ancient texts, but also teach in a new way, so the mistakes of the past aren't repeated.
If you can find balance between history and the future, maybe you'll build something that lasts, even through the darkest times.
That's why I wanted to speak with you.
Because you know I've already seen what the end of the Order looks like, and you don't want to see it happen again.
Exactly.
You've chosen a hard path, Luke. Rebuilding the Jedi isn't just about symbols. It means shouldering every failure that came before.
I know. That's why I want to learn from those failures.
And what if the galaxy doesn't want the Jedi back? What if they see only the arrogance and mistakes that led to our fall?
Then I'll show them something different. Not an echo of the old order, but a new hope.
Hope can inspire, but it can also blind. If you want this to last, you'll need more than faith. You'll need people who believe in you as much as you believe in them.
I know I can't do this alone. It's not just rebuilding the walls, it's leading the new order. Ahsoka, help me, not as a master, not as a member of the Council, but as someone who knows both the light and the shadow.
I don't know if I can be the kind of teacher you're hoping for.
I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for truth, and you never run from it.
All right, Skywalker. Then we start with history, because if you're going to build a new order, you need to understand every reason why the old one fell.
Then it's going to be a long night.
And a story worth telling.